On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. On 1st down, Rudolph. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He's got a 1st down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Gun! To throw on 2nd down. Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. 53's the money. 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back. And a big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down. Murray. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Murray. And that's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They go play action here on first down. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's Rudolph. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. It's Rudolph. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
Back to the air on second down. Murray. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Murray being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Still shedding tackles. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Rudolph. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rudolph off play action. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Again, this is Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Cook able to escape, and he'll be out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here comes a 1st down throw for Rudolph. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rudolph on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Everson Griffin. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Throwing now is Breeze. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey! Hey, we got over!
To throw on second down. Murray steps away to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Now Rudolph on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Murray. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Murray dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before the break, Rudolph. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers get a score closer. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Detroit! Hey, watch that. Over! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Murray forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun!
From the gun, Murray being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Here's Rudolph. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check three. Check, go back. We got motion, back up.
Again, it's Cook. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Barely got the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rudolph. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now it's Rudolph. Looking deep downfield. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 36 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 1st down, Murray buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Oh, it still won't go down. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Now they try the right side here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And they'll go on the ground. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to wind up, and he's got it at the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, he's got a man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They pitch it out to Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Motion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 52 yards. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
They run it again with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Murray now. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 1st down. Murray steps away to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again. Murray. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was